Hey guys, Bob here from Raw Strength and Muscle, and today we're going to talk about artificial sweeteners on a ketogenic diet because a lot of my new one-on-one clients are asking me about this. Can I take artificial sweeteners on this diet? Okay, now here is the bottom line from the scientific community. If it were possible for an artificial sweetener to spike your insulin, people would be passing out, they'd be dying, okay? Because basically what that would mean is you're not increasing your glucose levels, but you are increasing your insulin levels, which would cause you to drop down because you have low blood sugar, okay? So that's not the case. However, I have actually been on ketogenic diets for years and years and years. I've taught people, trained people, explained this to people in person, online for years and years and years. And I know, as a matter of fact, that certain people feel good on certain sweeteners. Certain people do not feel good on certain sweeteners. And that is a person-to-person basis, okay? I'm not going to try to get scientific and explain it. I'm just going to say that certain people can deal with certain ones and others can't deal with the others, okay? So for me personally, okay, I can deal well with like stevia, truvia, like green packets, okay? Throw a couple of them in my coffee and I feel fine, no problem whatsoever. I start throwing those little blue packets like Equal, I think it is, or Sweet and little pink packets, and I have issues. I do not feel well at all. Okay, so what I'm going to tell you is you basically just need to try different ones and see how you feel, both short term, like after you drink it a couple minutes later, and also long term, if you continue to use it for a longer period of time, can your body handle it or not? As a matter of fact, at one time, I knew a girl who could drink a certain kind of diet soda, and I could not because I couldn't handle the artificial sweetener. There was another brand of diet soda that I could drink that she couldn't drink. Okay, so basically it is, like I said, you just have to test them out one by one and see how you feel. Now, having said that, I do not want anybody to be taking an artificial sweetener while they're getting fat adapted. That means you have to get all the carbs out of your system. You have to get your fiber right, your electrolytes right, your water intake right, your fat intake right, your protein intake right. Basically, the process where you wean yourself off carbohydrates and get feeling good just having carbs and fat and protein, okay? No carbs. Now, that is a process. If you do the right thing with the electrolytes, the water, the fat, the calories, and the fiber, you will not have problems with the keto flu. You will have a seamless transition, but it is still a stressful environment for your body. I do not want you to add any more stress by taking artificial sweeteners that may or may not agree with you. Another thing is, a lot of people that get really good results on a ketogenic diet are the people who cannot mentally, emotionally handle carbohydrates. I am one of them. I have no control whatsoever when I eat carbohydrates. And it's not just cookies and candies. I can't eat rice. I can't eat potatoes. I can't eat stuffing. I can't eat pasta. I cannot eat carbohydrates in a small amount. I just splurge on them. I cannot stop eating them. I am carbohydrate addicted. A lot of people who are my students are carbohydrate addicted. So the last thing you need while you are trying to wean your body and off of carbs and also get your mind mentally and emotionally over this carb addiction, the sugar addiction, the last thing you need is a fake sugar to remind you of sweet foods, okay? So that's another reason. There's the physical reason, but that's also the mental, emotional addiction reason why I don't want you during the fat adaptation process to be taking in any artificial sweeteners. Now, like I said, when you are actually on a diet, you are fat adapted, you're in the diet. If you're going to have a cup of coffee, that's fine. If you're going to add in some artificial sweetener, that's fine, okay? If you're going to drink some kind of flavored sparkling water, 0 calorie, that's fine. If you're going to drink a diet soda, that's fine. Like I said, just pay attention to the sweetener, diet soda, whatever, how you feel on it, okay? And avoid that brand if you don't like it. But it's okay. What I do not like is when people use what I call fake keto foods. So if you're going to be going out of your way every day having fake keto ice cream and keto cake and keto cookies and keto candy bars, that is not the right way to approach a ketogenic diet, in my opinion. If it works for you, fine, but I don't do that, and I don't have my students doing that, because the problem is, like I said, a lot of people like me get onto ketogenic diets because they can't handle carbs in moderation. So what do? They start eating fake ice cream, fake cookies, fake candy, fake this, fake that. It is not the right thing to do. I mean, imagine a guy smoking crack, and then he's going to smoke rocks that look like crack and taste like crack, but they aren't really crack, and it doesn't have any crack in it. But I mean, why don't you just stop crack altogether and not smoke shit? Okay, that would probably be a better idea. And it's the same thing here. So I do not recommend it. I think that if you're going to be a vegan, you should eat fucking vegetables and fruits and grains and whatever vegans eat, and you should stop eating like fake meat. I think if you're going to go keto, you should eat meat and eggs and dairy, and you should stop eating fake keto food, okay? Like, I truly enjoy omelets and steaks and meats and creams and cheeses. I have no desire to be eating cookies and stuff like that, so I don't eat the fake stuff. So like I said, there's a physical problem that certain people have with certain sweeteners that you just have to test it on your own. But there's also, especially the people that never got results on diets, but they get great results on keto diets, there are people who cannot handle carbohydrates. They have sugar addictions. And the last thing you need if you have a sugar addiction is to take in large amounts, like I said, fake keto food, fake ice cream and stuff like this, large amounts of artificial sweeteners while you're on a ketogenic diet. I think that the pinnacle of success with a ketogenic diet is actually enjoying eating the food that you eat, enjoying eating the steaks, the butter, enjoying eating the cheese, enjoying eating the eggs. That, I think, is the pinnacle of success when you have a ketogenic diet, as opposed to trying to pretend you're still eating ice cream, okay? Because like I said, that is usually just a food that will cause you to binge if you're the kind of person who needs to be on a ketogenic diet because you can't handle carbohydrates. Anyway, those are my tips for how to deal with artificial sweeteners on a ketogenic diet. Go ahead, comment down below if you have any other questions or anything else you want to know about a ketogenic diet. If you want to get on my programs, where my courses, my group coaching, my one-on-one coaching, my upcoming mindset coaching, just go to rawstrengthandmuscle.com. That has links to my podcast, all my programs, all my coaching, and all my social media. Check it out. rawstrengthandmuscle.com. Aside from that, thank you guys for watching the video. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you in the next video.